100%. Everybody, for whatever reason, everyone I've talked to said that game was hot garbage, and I could never disagree more. That was one of the greats. Comes to map 5, round 11. 1v1, and the casters go, oh, it's Looney and Toons. And then it would just fucking click. Looney Tunes.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Galaxy Podcast. This is episode 26. We had a little bit of a delay on the podcast, but we are finally back. So today I got Toons with me. How are you, my man?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
That's what's up. So recently, I know that you became a content manager for incontrol. Am I correct?
That is correct.
So how's that been going for you, and how'd you get to this position?
I mean, it's going pretty good. You know, the hardest part is always wrangling all the guys together to get projects going,
Mm-hmm.
but that just comes with the job. Um, Originally got into it because I was streaming. Because I was over in Japan before I came back this year, actually, and I was over streaming in Japan. And they considered me one of their top streamers over there, which I guess their streaming world isn't that big.
Hmm.
But I
I
came
didn't
back
know
over
that.
here. Yeah, I came back over here. Noticed my audience dipped because the majority was Japanese, and the time zones were just all types of messed up.
Mm.
So I was like, you know what? I want to help people out. I want to give back a little bit. So then I started being a content manager under a few other orgs. One was Atlantis Esports,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went over to Infamous Thieves, and then TJ
Yeah,
saw
I've
that
heard
I
of
left
Infinite.
them.
I've heard of Thieves before.
Yeah,
I
some
think I
drama went
had
down there.
I oh there was some drama that happened there.
Oh yeah, I'm a big no drama person. I was like, "Eh."
I can completely understand that. I kind of drift away from that too. That's kind of the reason why I got out of esports, and I just went strictly content now. But so you were originally just a content creator, and then you decided to help people out, correct? And then
Er,
so that you used to compete too, because I seen that you are a two times land champion.
oh yeah,
Was that
it
for COD?
was for COD. So back in like 2016, Infinite Warfare era is when I started that, and
Mm-hmm.
when I won my first LAN. I was under 18 at the time, playing with Sib, who's now in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a little salty. And then Mac Melts, who's also back in the league.
mm-hmm.
Gavin Maps and Alex Melts, and a guy named Jurda. Back at the time, we were the hot up and comers, turning 18 during Black Ops 4.
Mm-hmm.
But we would run everybody. We had Simp and Illy's fucking number from back when they were under 18 as well.
Mm-hmm.
That whole 2K incident where they went in under false names back in Infinite Warfare.
Oh, I remember that.
They
I
yeah,
heard a
they
little
stole
bit
that.
about that.
They stole that idea from us because we did that and knocked out Silly's team, which had Gunless, who was at the time the best player there fucking was. We knocked them out. Silly found our Twitters and found our age, so they FF'd us and got an argument on the TL with them.
Yeah, it just sounds like you got a little bit of drama going in there too. It sounds like.
Oh yeah.
But so how's in control been going and treating you? Because I know Golden's a content manager as well, and that's how I got brought over to him.
Honestly, it's been treating me well. Me and TJ, or also known as Snoopy, the owner,
Mm-hmm.
he knew me from back in the day as well, and we've always thought similar. but it just never lined up to where I was free for him or he was free for me and to get together. But
Mm-hmm.
finally did. We do want to take in control to the next level content wise.
Mm-hmm.
Like we want to be able to get it to where everybody's getting paid.
Yeah, that would be
Everybody's
nice.
succeeding. Everybody's partnered on all platforms.
Yep.
So our long-term goal is to solidify all that
Mm-hmm.
and get all these big upcoming projects we have planned. For example, if we have this is a little spoiler, but if we say a top 8 team somewhere do a optics process video type deal,
Mm-hmm.
but with our own twist, make it our own. It's not going to be exactly like that, but the ideas are going to be like taken from
Mm-hmm.
as
I
like
kind
a template.
kind of doing like our own little thing, but using other platform. I mean, not other platforms, other people to do our own thing. I can kind of see what you're talking about,
Oh yeah.
but I used to be an esports owner, and I had a couple of content managers as well, and they had some good ideas. But after what I've heard a little bit about you, and then just from like what you're telling me, I'd love to see In Control go to the next level content wise. I've been a I've been a part of a couple organizations content wise. I got back into it because I had a buddy that wanted me to join a team for content, so I joined him, and then I ended up just I moved from there because I was part of I think they're called Galaxy. I honestly I kind of forget their name. I'm kind of blanking on it, but it's Galaxy and Dangerous is the leader. And then I switched over to acrylic with golden, and then obviously golden merged with In Control. So I've kind of just stuck it out, and then I'm really hoping that In Control can take it to the next level, because a lot of the small teams, well, not small teams, but like organizations, they say they're gonna do stuff for like content wise, and then nothing ever happens, which it's kind of sad because I hear a lot about it, and then stuff just falls through the cracks. Um, this like scheduling wise comes through, or it just they do like one of them and then it quits. So that's one of the big things that I really hope for In Control to do, and because I know there's a lot of good creators. I've talked to Machine. I did a podcast with Machine, and we almost I think we went for about 2 hours on a podcast because we were just talking back and forth. But I don't know if you've talked to Machine or not, but he's a great guy.
Oh yeah. I
So,
talked to him too a bit.
so has Golden's still a part of it, right? I thought he was.
Yeah. So Golden's like my right hand man
I,
and getting all this together and
mm-hmm,
helping. So it's going to be a lot of me working with him because we've already sat down and ran through the ideas. We
mm-hmm,
know what we want to do. We definitely have the people to do it.
mm-hmm,
I even brought in um one of our other new streamers. We just brought in those TG
mm-hmm,
big platform on Twitter, knows what he's doing when he's doing social media and having his head in there and helping us figure out the best way to execute it, the best way to, push out our people to get the
mm-hmm.
content out there to help everybody out as much as we can. He's going to be playing a big role. Golden's going to be playing a big role in that. But I think with the group of people we have now, we could for sure make it happen. There shouldn't be an issue with it.
Yeah, Machine could obviously help him. I haven't heard of him. I'll have to check him out. But another thing, I know I'm kind of like adding a bunch, but uh, other organizations they talk about like teaching uh, creators like Golden did it like at the very start, and he got everybody together, gave him like an analysis, like almost like kind of like a review for everybody, and then he uh, gave him his review, what they could improve on. That was I thought that was a really good idea by Golden. And even if that continues, like if you hop in on it, look at the reviews and stuff like that, or just like sitting down with everybody and teaching them this is what you need to do to improve, or uh, just kind of have like a content class, kind of like how they had Streamers University with Kai, Sanat, and everybody else. I actually watched a lot of that and applied some of it to my streaming. It's kind of helped too. I don't know if you watched any of that, but honestly, I would think that would be a good watch for streamers within the community.
100%. That's one of the few ideas we actually have, but we want to do it like in person. So say we get a team that's makes it out of pools or out of the bracket into the professional pools, and we have everybody there.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a little class off to the side. We're gonna be running through. Yeah, we're going to be doing this. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to show you guys how to do it, and then we're going to take a few takes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a real big hands-on teaching person type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I know you're learning.
Yeah. It's because I don't like just sit there or like they push out a video and then like go watch this. It's you don't really know if they watch it or anything, but if you see people actively watching, even if it's like through a camera, kind of like Discord or whatever you want to use, even if it was through that, honestly, I think would be pretty good too. But based on how you're feeling, how you are, I'm really excited for the future. I wanted to get you in here and then because I seen because I just got added to that group chat finally, and then I looked and seen that you're the content manager. I said I want to see this guy's ideas for the future and really take us to the next level too.
Oh yeah. The plan is push content to the point to where we get paid
Mm-hmm.
through multiple different sources. So that way, if you want to do something that costs money, hey, we got spare money coming in from these other streams of revenue.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, funding it right there. We can do your idea, execute it. Everybody gets a try at it, and go from there. That is the dream, and
That
that's
would
what I want, and that
that
is
that does sound like the
what we're
dream.
shooting for.
So do you still compete at all, or when did you really quit competing?
Well, I really stopped like midway through BO4 because I had a team and we were playing. We got really good. We were usually scrimming Phase Black at the time, which was a real big deal because it was Phantoms and Co. That's when Phantoms first went pro. Was actually that title right after he beat me too. But lost to them in a tournament, and then I was setting everything up to go to the majors because I just turned 18 midway through, and my mom had an epic meltdown and kicked me out the house, turned off my phone, did the whole nine. So then I had to scrap the whole competitive gaming and try to survive for a bit till I got on my feet.
Mm-hmm.
But COD is a young man's game.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
It's
I
just-
got out of competing young too. I think the last year I really competed was well, actually I did compete in Cold War and a little bit in Vanguard, but Vanguard was pushing it because I'm just now 21 and uh, Vanguard I think was my last year that I competed. That was when I had my esports team, and then when it got into MW2 and MW3, I didn't care for the games. I don't know if you've liked them or not, but I
I
always
think they've
said.
all been horrible.
So you think Black Ops 7's a dead too, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's just how it plays. Like Call of Duty's not an advanced movement game, and it's not a small map game.
Mm-mm.
It's it's just strayed from how what Call of Duty was. that made it popular and popping. And it's just going into money grabs now,
That's all it is.
which that's the majority of games nowadays, though, sadly.
Yeah, and I think what they should have done, because what killed it for me is the back-to-back Modern Warfares. That killed it for me. If they would have done like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 6, Modern Warfare 3, then Black Ops 7, it might have been a little better. But I said it about Modern Warfare. It's like a DLC, and it's the same thing for Black Ops. It's like a DLC. And they're just remastering games. They're not even trying to bring something new. And I feel like you should still have ideas to make something new, in my personal opinion, considering how long they've been doing this 25 years or so. They should have,
25 years and now making games with AI.
yeah. And then they're producing mid tier games. Like people were talking about the Battlefield Call of Duty rivalry again. I thought we I thought we put Battlefield in the ground because of how bad their last game was. But we're getting absolutely dominated by Battlefield this go around. I don't even I don't even know. Call of Duty's
Because they
gone
took
downhill a lot.
time. They took time to make a game instead of just pushing garbage out.
I haven't enjoyed COD since. I know everybody didn't like Vanguard, but I played it. The ranked for Vanguard was good. Same with Cold War, but I haven't played since then. Like enjoyed a match. MW2 was horrible. MW3 was horrible. Black Ops 6 was okay. I've always liked the Black Ops series. What do you think the last good game from Call of Duty was?
Honestly, it probably would have been. It might be a little biased, but I'd say Black Ops 4. But that's strictly because I didn't play the next few up until MW2.
Mm-hmm. I like Modern Warfare 2019. I think that was probably the last good one because it definitely was better than Cold War. I've heard a lot of people say that they didn't like Modern Warfare 2019 recently. I didn't know a lot of people disliked it. I enjoyed it. It was during COVID and everybody was playing Verdansk and everything. It was 10 times better than what we got now.
Was probably killed, but that was probably killed by the nostalgia. Like they were expecting like a literal copy and paste, but it just wasn't.
I mean, that's what they're expecting for like Black Ops 2 remastered and stuff like that. It's just and then Infinite Warfare, they had what was that one? They had two games that released that year. It was Infinite Warfare and was it Modern Warfare Remastered? Was that the second game?
I think so. Yeah.
Did you ever play any
Yeah.
of that?
Yeah. I played the remastered. I personally didn't like it, but
It played so
Infinite War-
differently.
Infinite Warfare was low key goaded. I'll say that now. Hot take. Hot take.
I was so be on that road because a lot of people hate on Infinite Warfare. I loved it. It was great. The bullet tracers. I personally like jetpacks. I don't know why. I like the Black Ops 3 jetpacks. I like the Infinite Warfare jetpacks. I don't see the hate behind it. I think we need another futuristic game, in my personal opinion. I don't know about you, but I think we do.
I think if they can do it right with jetpacks, make the maps medium to large so it's not like you spawn up and you're in somebody's face in like point 0.2 seconds.
Oh yeah, and Infinite Warfare. A lot of people say it was pay to win. I
If no,
no.
Advanced Warfare was fucking pay to win with all
Advanced Warfare sucked. I
uh,
I truly believe the worst
having to
Call of Duty of
spend
all
so
time was
much
Advanced
money.
Warfare. That's my take.
I only didn't like it because everybody had the Obsidian Steed and the Speakeasy before I did. Just getting fucking tossed by those variants.
Infinite Warfare had lots of good guns, and I don't Terminal. I loved it. Infinite Warfare was amazing. I I could go back and play it now. I remember the skins, and heck, I even got the specific like box for it. I forget what it's called. Like the disc thing. The specific one of these.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I forget what they're called. They're the cases, but I got the specific one of those because I genuinely love the game. I was going to get a Black Ops 3 specific chair because I enjoyed that much. Speaking of hot takes, though, a lot of people have said that's not true, but I think Call of Duty World War II would have been the best Call of Duty of all time if it wasn't for Fortnite.
Oh, fucking 100%. Everybody, for whatever reason, everyone I've talked to said that game was hot garbage, and I could never disagree more. That
Mm-mm.
was one of the greats.
I think it was. Like the promo was amazing. And then the campaign, that's been my favorite campaign of all time. That was my favorite campaign. Uh the multiplayer, it was great. The war mode, I loved the war mode. The war mode was so much fun. That's all I played, I think. I mean, the zombies were okay. They weren't the best. But if you compare it to Black Ops 3, the campaign in Black Ops 3 was horrible. And Black Ops 3 is compared to one of the greatest Call of Duties of all time. The campaign, in my personal opinion, was horrible. A lot of people say it was mid. The multiplayer, it was okay. Wasn't the best, but I think it was definitely above mid tier. Then the zombies were great. I really enjoyed the multiplayer on Black Ops 3, but I'm just going off everybody else's opinion. They would put it like an A or a B tier on the tier list. But then if you compare it to like World War II, they kind of got the same comparison because the zombies were okay. That compares to the campaign. The multiplayer was okay. They can compare that to the multiplayer there. Then the campaign and the zombies, you can compare that to each other. I think it was one of the greatest because some people don't even remember World War II. All they think
Yeah,
about is Fortnite.
they don't. Yeah, they don't remember how well it played for both pubs and comp. That was the beauty of that game.
It was
Both
perfect.
were enjoyable. I don't.
Everybody tells me they're like the game was terrible, the movement was horrible, and I said, "What do you mean? The game was great. I
They only
enjoyed
say that because they can't bounce off the fucking walls anymore.
exactly. They don't have the slide canceling and stuff like that, or that new movement that they had for Black Ops 6. Just I don't even know anymore. And then I bought Black Ops 7. Well, I got Black Ops 7 just last week, and I played it, and it's an exact copy of BO6. I just
Yeah.
can't. And it still looks like MW2 in my personal opinion. It's the same loading screen. It's your operator walking down a hallway. It's the same thing. It's crazy how much it's alike.
It's the same thing, but with smaller maps. Because for whatever reason, they thought that was the best idea ever. I'm like,
I don't know.
ugh.
Well, I still gotta to hop off the Call of Duty topic because I can go on Call of Duty rants for years on how much Call of Duty needs to change what they're doing. But uh, how'd you end up in Japan? I
Well,
You told me about Japan, and now I want to know like how did that happen?
that's a fun little story. But after I was kicked out in 2018, basically went and started working some labor jobs like woodworking, construction, went into managing retirement homes, and then fucking COVID. Fucking COVID. COVID hit. Everybody was losing their jobs. I couldn't do any construction. I couldn't work at the retirement homes because of COVID. So I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. I need to pay bills.
Hmm.
What is the dumbest but the smartest thing I can do? Join the fucking army.
Oh man.
Signed a contract. Shipped out the same week.
So you joined the
Re-
army, and then they stationed you in Japan. Is what happened.
yeah. I became an MP, went to Japan, first station and all. I was like, oh. I mean, I guess this is lit.
So then you stayed in Japan for how long?
About 3.5 years.
That's not bad. But was life in Japan fairly well over there, or how did
Mm.
Japan treat you?
It's a tricky one.
Oh,
So
really?
there's technically two parts of Japan. You have the mainland Japan, that's Tokyo, Osaka, Shinjuku, Shibuya. And then you have what the mainland Japanese residents call the party island, which is known as Okinawa. That's where my life was,
Oh
or
boy.
in base was the party island. But I never understood why they called it a party island because there's only two places to where you could go to drink and party because of Japanese not accepting American culture or American people. They're very like kind of funny. It's like the high school popular kids niche group.
Hmm. That's kind of weird. I've always wondered. I've never been out of the country, so you ended up learning Japanese. I'm guessing.
I did a bit, not anymore because that shit is hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at one point I could do like a few sentences at a time, but if you're not practicing every day for at least like 4 hours, chalk it, chalk it up.
They had Japanese in my high school, and I remember I didn't want to take Spanish. They're like, "We got Japanese." I'm like, "Why do I need to learn Japanese?" No, I'm good. It was Spanish, Japanese, or French, and they had an option where you could take health classes to bypass it. So I was like, "Screw it, I'm taking the health classes." And what I mean, one of the classes were it was super easy but so dumb. It was called interpersonal relationships. I took it my freshman year of high school, and you every morning, well every day, you gather around in a circle and you got to tell everybody your rainbow and thunderstorm of the day.
The-
Thunderstorm, me being in this goddamn class, bro. This class is a dud. Why am I here? It was I couldn't believe that's even a class. But I don't know. So how'd you? So are you out of the army now, or did you just get restationed back in America?
As of January, I got restationed over in Maryland actually,
Hmm.
and then in the army in the MP Corps. We have like a lot of different sections you can go into if you get a school. So, for example, we have a protection detail for presidents, high-ranking generals, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically their armed bodyguard, but with an Uzi. And then we have another section that's like our version of SWAT team. We have um, investigators that do low end federal level crimes. And then we have a whole separate entity called CID, which is
Mm-hmm.
Criminal Investigation Division, which are federal agents. And I got thrown into that one over on Fort Meade. And now I'm over at the Fort Myers, right across the street from the Pentagon.
That's pretty nice.
Actually, get out on Tuesday. Hey.
That's a heck of a deal. So have you
Oh,
joined
yeah.
any of like the army esports teams? Because when I had my esports teams, I had a lot of people from army and like army esports teams. I forget what other teams they had, but I had a lot of army esports teams that would come compete for me because right out of COVID, they weren't doing much or they didn't come back together, so they ended up joining other esports teams.
Oh, yeah. I tried right off rip as soon as I landed in Japan because they're over in Fort Knox. And so I emailed the guy who is the coach slash guy who picks the team.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the time my stock was still pretty good. So I went, talked to him, joined the Discord server, DM'd him, asked what I needed to do army wise to get over there, and essentially quote unquote try out, but it wouldn't really be a tryout.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I wasn't able to do that because there was a regulation at the time
Is that because
stating that
the
units
wait,
in
no, that was 3 years
Japan,
ago. Sorry.
yeah, stating that units in Japan were not allowed to be pulled out for other things. So I was essentially stuck in Japan no matter what.
Then Japan
But they
ended up
wanted
not
me.
having an esports team.
Yeah, no.
Hmm.
I'd say the main branches have their esports team, but they're all in stateside. And depending on the branch, they can pull from certain places. Just so happened I was in the wrong place.
Mm-hmm. But I know I talked to another guy recently, and he's still in the army. He said a lot of Doge ended up cutting the esports teams. I don't know if you've tried getting back into them or if that's still true or not.
Oh, yeah, they cut a lot of the fighting esports part because there's not really a big enough scene and they're losing money on it at the end of the day. So they were like, you know what? It ain't working. Scrap it. But I know they still have Call of Duty. I know they still have CS:GO, Valorant, and I want to. And oddly enough, I believe they still have Mario Kart.
Hmm. That's really weird. But then with the Nintendo Switch coming out, I can kind of understand that. But still, Mario Kart, I'd understand like Smash Brothers or something like that. But Mario Kart, what are we doing?
I have no idea.
That's probably like a group of people that like don't want to let go of Mario Kart from like the 3DS or the old Nintendo days, and they're like holding on to it with like everything they got. We're not getting rid of Mario Kart. We are keeping it. That's wild. I can't believe that. That's actually insane. Well, I appreciate having you on, man. I know you need to get to bed since you have work, and I appreciate having you on.
Yeah, brother.
I really do appreciate everything, and hopefully, In Control gets up. Anything you need, I know you're probably going to be going to get bed, but I'll get everything together for you right after this and get everything to you. Everybody, make sure to go check out Toons. Is there any socials you want to plug for them to come check you out?
You can check me out on Twitter. That's usually or X. My bad. That's usually where I'm posting things. If I go live, you'll see the tweet there. It's at Toons, Toons, the Goon, Thegoon.
That's a hell of a name. Hell of
Oh yeah.
a
Oh,
name.
there's the backstory is amazing for it. Never happened though.
Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta hear the backstory. Can we hear the backstory of that one, or?
yeah, yeah. So like the shorter version is because at the time I was like, yeah, I'm going to go fucking pro.
Mm-hmm.
Little little did my ass know I was going to get kicked out before I get the chance. But at the time, Looney was still in the CWL, and I was like, all right, I want to make a funny when I shit on him one day on stage. When it comes to map 5, round 11, 1v1, and the casters go, oh, it's Looney and Toons. Stage. When it comes to map 5, round 11, 1v1, and the casters go, oh, it's Looney and Toons. And then it would just fucking click Looney Tunes.
Oh God, that'd be hilarious. Well, I that's there's been I've asked people sometimes like if they have a crazy username to hear the backstory, but that's probably one of the greatest usernames. Like I had Chef, the Chef one. He had a great one because he's actually a actual chef, and then he ended up cooking, and then now he's a chef and he games, and then he still casts. I don't know if he still does or not. I'm pretty sure he does though. But that's great. Well, I appreciate having you on, man. I appreciate everybody coming by and watching. We're going to do probably a little bit less time on the podcast now from here on out. We were kind of getting above and beyond with 2-hour podcasts, so we're going to try and cut them down to short and sweet half-hour ones, and then if people want to come back, they can. So I appreciate everybody coming by. I appreciate you, Toons, and I'll see you guys later. Adios.